if they don't, then the crowd tends to engage them in conversation about the match and kind of distract them, and as well as they can get a chance to work out a few kinks at no cost if they miss, so it gives them a chance to loosen up their stroke a little bit. The atmosphere is absolutely electric here, and it certainly tells on the player's face. High degree of seriousness. Tremendous break. Tremendous bad luck to get kissed on the side again. That's about the second time. Bad. He's made 3 balls on the break and
all for naught.
Right. Actually, it's going to even be worse. It's a near for sure win for Strickland, and with his dynamic break, it could cost 2 or 3 games. Something that was completely out of Efren's control. He hit the break as well as he could. And this is a little bit of a change of fortune compared to the first half of this match, where Strickland was the recipient of a little of the ill-fated luck.
Well, I was talking to Efren during the break, and he said he was certainly very disappointed with his turn of fate as far as the break is concerned. What happened there, Mike?
Well, we lost our focus a little bit. I'm sure he was kind of mumbling in between shots, and this is not that unusual with him. He's kind of a temperamental guy, and sometimes even the routine things become hard when he's agitated. Tremendous stroke.
Here at Bridgeway is certainly getting a treat from these 2 players. Right now it looks like the momentum has swung over to Efren, as he has just narrowed the gap again to just a 1 game advantage for Earl Strickland.
I would just like to note that so far all my predictions, including the last rack that it was going to be a certain win for Earl, none of them have yet come true, so henceforth, anything that I say, I would like it to mean just the opposite.
Well, this match has taken a lot of twists and turns, and certainly has become very unpredictable at this point.
With that layout of balls in the first segment of the match, Strickland never had a turnover with that type of a layout where it was somewhat routine. And not that they don't occur, everybody has those. The absolute champions have fewer of those than the rest of us. But,
well, even during the break, Mark, we overheard Earl mumbling under his breath, and I can't help thinking that maybe he might be getting affected by what he perceives to be not too perfect conditions.
No, that's not it at all. This is actually pristine conditions to what we generally play under, but I think it's more a byproduct of the pressure higher. I think it's actually, he may be a little bit under.
Again, the break has not turned out well for Efren.
He attempted a long, slow curl on the cue ball where he was actually massing slightly with a great volume of spin, and while it was an offensive try, he's been rewarded with a little good fortune here, and that left Efren an easy offensive opportunity. Here's one of Efren's patented safety plays. Not only did he move the 1 ball to a advantageous place, but he also left the cue ball blocked by about 4 balls. And this will require some doing to make a legal contact on the 1 ball.
Let's see what Earl comes up with.
I'm definitely not predicting. He's made a foul.
Is Earl being too fast to his rhythm at this point?
No, he was left with nothing, but he had to take just a poke at it, and there was nothing more that he could do. No, actually, I shouldn't say that. He could have just accepted it as a foul and maybe tried to tie up some other balls on the table too. But he felt like he had a good enough chance to hit the ball. But he's definitely prone to more shot selection mistakes than Efren Reyes will be. Definitely, Efren's a little more calculating. Earl sometimes can make, as we witnessed in the first half, he can win some games from places that nobody else would even try to.
True.
But conversely, sometimes he costs himself some games from where other people would maybe.
Would you say that he takes more risks than he should?
Oh, I wouldn't say that he should because it naturally fits his style, and he does very well. But he definitely takes more than Efren does by far, and I'm sure that you've already witnessed some of that. Tremendous amount of power, but the cue ball really didn't respond as well as he would have liked. He's made a nice cut shot. And the cue ball come around there. Looked like that's the way he played it perfectly. I'm going to have to use a little power on this shot. I can't see from this angle if he's going to choose top or bottom. Oh, he's going to have to go left-handed to magnify the difficulty. He's using bottom. And when you have to swing that hard with your opposite hand, it's very easy to slightly miss-hit the cue ball, creating a miscue whereby you'd miss the shot. So it was a tremendous shot.
And the cool and calculating style of Efren Reyes has moved up the competition to an even level again. We're at 19 all. First night is raced to 35. This is a 3-night affair. The Color of Money 9-ball challenge here at Ridgeway's Bar and Restaurant in Hong Kong.
You know, kind of interesting. Efren was down trailing 6 racks earlier in the segment, and to lesser skilled players, that would be a near insurmountable lead because there's so many shots per game. But with this caliber of play, just 1 or 2 shots could mean as many as 6 games sometimes.
And that's the way it's turned out so far. Now the advantage has swung back to Efren as he has evened up the match at 19 games apiece.
The balls are the most interesting to watch is the corner ball, the 4 ball, which is light, as well as the 1 ball. And not to mention the cue ball, and I think we're getting back to that 30% ratio that I had mentioned earlier of amount of scratches on the break that occur.
Well, it looks like Efren's getting more than his share of scratches at this point.
Yeah, he's had a couple bad kisses. That time it was his fault. He hit the rack a little bit off center, and that's what allowed the cue ball to head toward that side pocket. That side pocket looms quite large on the break because of the volume of power these guys use. The cue ball generally stops about in the center of the table, and a slight mishit propels it right into the side pocket. There's a tremendous shot. Another tremendous shot. That was much more difficult than it looked. This is one of the fortes of Earl Strickland's game, is a slightly elevated cue. This magnifies the difficulty of accuracy, and especially when you couple that with trying to use power. There was a very nice shot. Having to use top spin and go through the 7 ball with the cue ball off the 7 ball down for the 6. Perfect 3 cushion position. And a very nice execution on the 8. And it was slightly elevated over the 9.
Earl Strickland brings it back to his favor at 20-18. Excuse me, 20-19.